Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Valkyrians run. In the last episode, we acquired some ships. Honestly, I actually have no recollection of what I did last episode. Probably some of this is new. I do remember, before I went to bed, I sat down and I refitted part of the fleet. I added this carrier from Junkyard Dogs, and I added Neuralink, or neural interface, to these two Nirvana Mark IIs. We have the one I've been flying the whole time, the I'm Not Dead, and we have this new one, which we're going to rename to Also Not Dead, and we're going to try running both of them at the same time during combat through the power of Neuralink. The other main thing in our progression is we have our colony, which really just needs one more upgrade while it's at size 3, which is to upgrade the battle station to a Star Fortress. To do that, we're going to need to acquire about 900k credits. So, my time to play today is very limited, so we are going to rush some bounties and see how we do. Hey, it's that derelict bounty I never finished, that we died to, I think. I honestly don't remember. Oh wait, no, this is one that I took last episode and couldn't finish. I remember now. Okay, let's go do this, because we already have it, and 300k puts us a third of the way to the goal, building that Star Fortress, and getting on with Colony Crisis stuff. Almost there, just a few more agonizing maneuvers through the hyperspace storms. I also have no memory of refitting this Yoshura, but I am hopeful that whatever I did with it last night is going to be functional. Anti-proton lasers, dust cannon, a lot of GR lances, the thing that adds on GR shock stacks, and if you hit more than 15 of them, it does a big burst of EMP damage. I feel like that's kind of a thing that, oh man, I should probably try and equip every ship in the fleet with them. Again, the more I play the Valkyrians, the less frustrated I am, but the more it's like, I think all of this was designed to work together in late game, which is fair for balancing. I don't like this. That is a massive mercenary fleet that is not our bounty. They're not supposed to be here. Maybe we're not supposed to be here. We're just gonna jump back out and see if they pursue. They did E-burn, so there we got that going for us. Let's try and kite them into the storms. Maybe they'll take more damage or get blown away. Okay, there we go. We lost sight of them. They're gonna go back to guarding their point. Well, why are there mercenaries in there and in where my derelict bounty is? That would be why. Okay, makeshift refinery. I know where we are. This is kind of a thing that I think Industrial Evolution adds, kind of a hidden system with some powerful fleets and some interesting loot. Oh no, another mercenary flotilla, but my bounty is right there, you bastards. You're too slow. That's right. Okay, we've escaped them. We're just going to grab our derelicts here, which look very, very weak compared to us, I think, at this stage. Pretty sure we're going to be just fine. Alright, let's go. Deploy both of our shiny Nirvanas, and then everything else in the fleet. Onward! So I did refit the carrier in such a way that it shouldn't close the gap too much toward enemies. We're just gonna let it perform and see how it does, honestly. And we go over to the other Nirvana. Okay, there is a bit of a cooldown on Neuralink. It takes time to swap over, so the main thing that's happening at this stage is, you'll note my little portrait. Editor Ducky, zoom in. You see my little portrait there? It's on both ships. So both of them are benefiting from all of our skills. I believe including cybernetic augmentation, but don't quote me on that. Pretty sure it's true, though. Let's get the Yoshura into play and go hunting. I need to remember to check the detailed combat reports after this and see how both Nirvanas perform. But yeah, we're just going to close in. Probably didn't need to bring the Sabos for this, so we'll turn that on manual. Hello, big guy. Beachhead. Okay, 1, 2. Throw Reapers. He throws Reapers. Let's back up. Drop shield and switch, because the previous one was fluxed out, so we'll just let the AI try and handle it. And we'll go in with the next Nirvana and try and do as efficient of damage as possible. Oh, actually, that looks really bad. We're going to turn and come in behind the beachhead and stuff here, since our other Nirvana is being pressured by all three. Doing an admirable job holding the line, but alright, I've arrived. Take on this beachhead from behind, just throw all of our missiles into him, grind him up. Perfect. Oh no. Okay, that one's overloaded. Let's just swap. We can't do anything for the overloaded ship. Okay, and we're in. We'll fly toward our overloaded friend. I'm not very good with Neuralink, as you may have noticed. Okay, throw all the missiles, fire the big guns. It's one beachhead down, derelict down. Ooh, that's gonna sting. Okay, we stopped the Reapers, very good. Let's just swap. We'll come in and flank this beachhead. We'll force this one to go forward. Take that hit on the nose, it's fine. Because once we destroy these 3 capital ships, we're gonna be just fine to clean this up. Okay, good work there. So now, That corpse is blocking this Nirvana's path, so we'll swap to the other one, which has a better line of fire on that rivet wall. We'll take him back. Since our twin is active venting, we will also active vent. I guess our Eradicator is getting up close and personal there. That's interesting. Whoa! Shields up. Okay, Reaper's defeated by point defense. Let's try and throw Sabos. I also flamed out because I hit the corpse of that beachhead and it just instantly shut off my engines. But that's okay. Alright, hit him with the big guns. We got this. It looks like our twin has found a line in, which is good. Okay, and that was actually their last ship, the Rivet Wall. I think that went fairly well for me not being very fresh on piloting ships with Neuralink. I'll take it. And no casualties on our end, which is great. Everything lived. Pile of gamma cores for me. Good stuff. Alright, let's have a look at the combat stats there. So combined, I'm Not Dead and Also Not Dead dealt 34 and 27% of the total damage respectively for a total of 61%. We were 61% of that fight in damage. Next best performing things were the Eradicators, which is not a surprise, followed by the Yoshira. And then, for 2% of the total damage dealt, followed by the Fluffy Carrier. That is very sad that our bottom 4 ships, I mean, they were all, other than the Carrier, the other 3 are frigates, the Monitor, the Centurion, and the Hummingbird, so it's not a surprise they didn't do much damage, but yeah. Okay, well, we know that a chunk of the fleet, at least, is functional. I don't think I want to hang out here and fight those mercenaries, so we're just going to leave. It is time to, oh yeah, we are low on fuel. It's time to fly all the way back to Enigma and refuel. And look at that, with our payments, we are at 1 million credits. I don't know how that happened. How did that happen? What? Income, 50k there. Can I see that bounty payout? No, it's already gone. It's already gone from the news ticker. Missions? No. Okay, yeah, nope. I should have paid closer attention to what was my credit total starting out this episode. I guess editing Ducky will be able to see, but I, as the real-time playing Ducky, must remain in the dark. I want to build up a little bit of a cash reserve. Like, let's get resupplied, and then if I have enough to queue building the Star Fortress at our planet, then I will. If I don't, then of course we will need to do more work. And we are home. Alright, tag into Enigma. No fuel deficit today, that's good. Let me grab all that fuel. I think we could use about 1,000 supply. We are just having trouble holding in our cargo the number of supplies that I would like to have. We could really use an Atlas or some other kind of large cargo device. But those are not available here. Okay. Let's pop over to another planet and get some fuel. I might actually go to storage in Corvus and grab, I think there are Atlases and Promethei there that we could use if none end up being for sale here. Just because it's going to be more supply efficient at this stage to swap to those instead of carrying 3 fuel tankers around, right? There we go. Fuel is refilled. So let's pop down to Corvus. Ooh, Asharu built their own orbital. Very nice. They're all grown up. Let's head for storage. And we're here. Are we at war with the Hedge? No, strangely we are not. We are not at war with anyone. What? Well, Colony Crisis System is going to fix that for us. So let's drop off the guns. As usual, we'll stockpile a tiny bit of fuel and supplies, like so. And go ahead and store all the fuel tankers. I think I'm going to ditch the Revenant for now as well. We don't really need the stealth bonuses. Kind of too big to be stealthy. We'll take a Prometheus and an Atlas out of storage. And that will immediately give us more cargo and fuel capacity than we had before. Very nice. Tag Asharu, because we need to be in a proper market in order to put logistics hull mods on both of these. Solar shielding and efficiency overhaul, and then we'll just let AutoFit throw random stuff on it, so I'm not too worried about it. The Atlas and the Prometheus are set up. And we can finally carry enough supplies and fuel, hopefully, to run this monster of a fleet. Oh, I still have a fuel tanker. Let's just salvage that, and I will store the rest of that fuel here. So how's our fuel range? Pretty good for just 1 Prometheus. I'll take it. So now we have a ton of gamma cores in our inventory. Instead of selling them like I did last time, we're going to go to Abazi, our planet, and install them. Both to reduce and make more efficient the colony, but also to make the colony crisis meter go a little faster. I'm not quite feeling ready to story point escalate the crises. I'd like to get my newest Nirvana Mark II upgraded a bit. I want it to have at least the 2 S mods, right? Which will take some combat EXP. And of course, we do not have enough money to build the Star Fortress. We are short just a bit. We are over crew capacity. What happened? Let's just throw 20 guys out into space. I'm sure they'll be fine. They're in spacesuits. It'll be okay. Can you imagine being in a spacesuit and just drifting through a hyperspace storm with no hope of rescue? Man, Starsector must be a rough place to live. Alright, we're here. Flying over to the planet. I'm glad there are no enemy fleets floating around. That's a relief. Alright, manage the colony. The other thing about these cores is that they may trigger a hegemony inspection, but honestly, if they steal my gamma cores, oh no, that's so terrible. I could just go get another 10 by doing a bounty. It's the higher tier cores that I would care more about. So there we go. Reduces demand, which hopefully will allow for more exports and stuff over time. We have 200k-ish more credits to earn, and probably not enough time in this episode in which to do it. So let's just go after whatever the biggest bounty currently on the docket is. Unless there's something at the bar. No, nothing that would pay better. Help these Marines get off of planet, and we're actually just gonna... No, we'll carry them. I was thinking of putting them in storage here, but yeah, I'll do it. It's fine. We're gonna, once this planet's fully defensible, I'm gonna move the storage items over here, maybe. Then again, moving the fleet would be a pain. So let's take on supplies and fuel from stockpiles. They'll charge us at the end of the month, but that's okay. And let's go bounty hunting. Ooh, sudden appearance of Slipstream. Oh, hello, Luddic Path. Are you sure? I'm not giving you 35k, so we're gonna fight because we can't retreat. Our fleet is too large. Alright, deploy ships. I feel like every time I fought the path, I've struggled, but I think this time we're going to be okay, just because we should outnumber and outstrength them now, especially in terms of my personal double flagship system. So let's just go look for something that's a destroyer or a cruiser and rush it down. See if we can kill them faster than they can kill us. We'll go ahead and attach medium escorts to both of my cruisers, however. Gremlin, Manticore, oh yeah, there's the whole fleet. Alright, found them. Waiting for the Eradicator basically to E-burn toward me. Come on, Eradicator. He is being very cautious, and the armor-punching guns are just destroying him. Okay. Well then, I think that was their biggest threatening thing, so let's just cut the orders. I think we're going to be fine. I finally outscaled the path despite the trauma they caused me in the early game. Yeah, especially since they're not committing to an attack here. Come on, Hammerhead. Get back here. Nah, they won't even close the gap for some reason. Maybe they can sense how much damage we deal. Look at that little guy. He's so tiny. Oh yeah, that's the thing with the hammer pod and nothing else. I remember now. Hello, Enforcer. Can we fight, please? Let me at ya. There you go. Let's see what the other Nirvana's up to. Okay, nope, just sniping a mule. Alright, we're just gonna put this on autopilot and on 2x speed because there's nothing of value happening here. This is just gremlins and frigates. The weakest Pather fleet we have seen all day. Or not all day, but all series, honestly. There we go, enemy fleet defeated. Okay, they tried. I'm just gonna let them go, they're just sad. Taking the loot, going after my actual target now. Ooh, big hegemony bounty. 2 legions, we might go for that next. Remnant fleets in hyperspace, that's awkward. We're over crew capacity again. Interesting. Alright, we're here. Telephus Station. Oh, right, because we're in Penelope's Star. So there are a lot of places where our bounty could be. I forget. This narrow it down at all. Barren Bombarded World. One moment. There's one possibility here. Oh, a Draconis Alliance buoy. Oh, but there's our bounty. Come at me. Oh, his name is literally Battle. Or her name. Tertia Battle. Well, your story ends here, Tertia. Let's fight it out. Deploy everyone, and let's go get in range. Alright, that's all of our ships on the field. Where are their ships? That is the question. There's a Hound. Okay, main body of their fleet looks like it's on the left, so that's where we're going. Let's go, my twin. To war. Awful lot of enemy ships. Kind of just waiting to see what will close the gap with me, if anything. Because they can't really afford to not engage. Oh, there we go. There's a mule in Sabo range. Throw those at him. Atlas Mark II doing an excellent job throwing squalls for no effect. Come here, Colossus. You are in the wrong position. That's right, Yoshura. Mess him up. Very good. Alright, we actually do have a line in on this Atlas. So, throw Sabos. Wait for them to fire. Throw Reapers. We didn't slip his shield, but we did flux him out. Take it. backpedaling. Grendel doing a lot of pressure. Throw sabos at him. We'll just drop our shields and be brave for a second. But yeah, having hit this level of cybernetic augmentations where we have the bonus damage and the bonus DR, plus all the silly Valkyrian stuff going on the ship, this feels very surreal. Like, for the most part, enemy ships, even large ones, are not willing to close distance into, like, my Sabo range. Nothing has managed to flank me. Actually, no, these Eradicators technically managed to flank me, but we have a capital ship on our side. I think this is how the mod is supposed to feel. We're hitting the stage where they do begin to feel a little overpowered, and my brain is kind of going numb during these fights, like, I guess I don't need to think too hard about what to do next. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we'll see how we do as late game progresses. If I keep checking out through harder and harder fights, it'll be like, maybe we retire undefeated, but we'll see. I know. Ducky, you built the strongest ship in the mod on the strongest combination you could think of, and now you're sad that it got easy. What did you expect to happen, right? I suppose it would be even more demoralizing if it had gotten super hard. Okay, come here, Eradicator. Get punched. Very nice. Caught a hammer, but we're fine. Okay, we have some more ships to cut through. We are just going to drive toward this Eradicator. Oh, he actually has no health. He's been being shot by something. Alright, come here. Let's end that for you. There you go. Your pain is over. But yeah, if pirates are starting to feel this easy and Pathers are perhaps no longer a threat, then we are definitely ready to maybe engage some faction fleets. Come here, mule. Rolling up on you. Here to do damage. We're just gonna... Ouch. Ouch. Yoshura shot me up on the engines a little there. I don't know why they would choose that. Okay, enemy fleet defeated. We're not gonna mop all of them up. We're just gonna keep on rolling here. I think we have enough ships in storage. I'm tempted to take that Grendel, though. It won't cost us much to tow and repair it. So let's grab it, just to take some kind of prize, because there is always a chance that we will lose a battle, and we will experience major setbacks. But let's go for this 340k hegemony bounty. Orange primary star, so there's only one place it could be. And this will be our last battle of the episode. And actually, look at that. We are at 1 million again. It's going to leave me without money for a defense fleet, but I'm going to be brave. And we're going to start the Star Fortress upgrade now. So I think I have enough supplies and fuel to keep the fleet going for another mission or two. And assuming we succeed on those missions, we will definitely have enough money then. And with no more ships to buy at the moment and no more upgrades to do for our planet, really the only use for money is going to be scraping demods off our ships, maybe, or building up a stockpile of marines and stuff and weapons so that we could do invasions later. Although I don't know if I'll play the run to the point of galactic conquest. That's kind of a pretty big commitment. Hey, there's our bounty. That is... a lot. It's a lot of officers. See, now I'm experiencing doubt again. As long as the Nirvanas live, it'll be fine. 87% difficulty. Okay, we may have to do some actual orders here. Give orders to ships and stuff. Sensor jammer, grab and hold. Carrier to the back. Eradicators on the sides. We'll stick the monitor kind of in center forward of line. And my ships, we're actually going to attach orders to them, something like that. Now, when I'm not in control of a ship, so we've done autopilot disabled, if I turn autopilot back on, you'll note he locks back onto that waypoint. He remembers his past orders. So too, if I neural link switch, my old ship is locked to that waypoint. This one is now under manual control. And if I autopilot him, he should tie... Oh no, he didn't tie to the waypoint. So there is some bit of manual control I'm going to have to do here if they don't quite remember their orders. But let's get the Yoshura deployed. So that was the whole point of this formation, was to stick them in the middle like that, and me on the sides, both of me, to kind of hold things. And let's go play on the flank here. I remember you, Florencia. I remember how many Reapers you threw at me. I'm ready now. But we're going to play defense. We're going to try and hold our line, going to try and kill their ships as they come in, do as much damage as possible. Okay, that Enforcer is basically done, knocked out of the fight. I'm not going to waste sabos on the destroyers if I can help it. That Florencia is out of the fight. Ooh, that's a lot of fighters you have there. Backing up. Oh my god, yeah, that's a lot of fighters. Ow, 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 ow. Burn drive away, so that we can quick vent, take advantage of the Eradicator covering us. Yeah, oh yeah, they deployed the Legion and stuff all on the left. Okay, that's rough. So we may need to swing our line to face them. Let's do that. So Yoshura to center, Eradicator to sides, something like that. And that should get everyone rotated to face our foe. Oh yeah, look at all that sabot pressure from the longbows. That's nice. But we're just going to look for destroyers and stuff that are at the edge of our range, just like that Florencia. Pressure them down. We have a lot of peak performance time on these ships. Yeah, 510 on me, 600 on the other cruiser. And I think, does the Yoshura have a mobility system? It does, has Infernium drive, so we are capable of retreat if needed. Alright, Mark 9s and Gosses on the Legions. Oh, we're about to take a huge longbow hit. Drop the shields for just a second. More longbow bombers coming in. Back it up. That's just a lot of pressure. This is good, though. The Legions are burn driving in, which will get them in range of me, or rather in range of the fleet as a whole. But hey, little wolf, you're flamed out, drifting toward me. That seems to be a problem for you. And you're gone. But I don't mind being stuck in the middle here, kind of holding the line, drawing all the fire, because I'm going to hopefully be the most intelligent unit on the field. That's what I tell myself anyway. I do wish this carrier was not right there on my flank, but it's how it has to be, I guess. Oh good, Yoshura, open fire, yes, perfect, perfect. See, we made excellent bait, and the Yoshura is making short work of that Legion, holy heck, okay. This is what Valkyria is supposed to do. We'll just close in on this arrowhead and pressure him. What are we shooting at? Oh, we're being wrapped up by a portion of the enemy there, that's okay. I accept. There's another arrowhead down there. Yeah, I'll have to keep my eye on. Kind of like right there, actually. Okay, let's change targets. We've fluxed out that arrowhead. Let's try and deal with this one. Luckily, that Enforcer just has sabots. Whoa! Yeah, I see him that Legion burn driving toward us. He can't really do anything, though, because he just has shield pressure guns. Just has Gosses. Knock that Eradicator back. Sorry, Enforcer. I am totally here. We're going to take the risk and do a little active venting. Oh no! Gremlin! Oh, okay, all of our side armor. Actually, no, that did not take out most of my side armor. What? How do I still have armor? Gremlin's at 0 CR, so he's out of the fight. There we go. But yeah, the main problem here is that our line is getting wrapped up. Alright, close in on that arrowhead. We need to do some damage here. How's our twin doing? Pretty good. Full health, full armor, full flux. And yes, my timer just rang, so this is indeed the final fight. That Gremlin's at 0 CR. Blast him. And alright. As we know the Legion just has shield pressure stuff, we are more than good to just close in, throw Sabos, throw Reapers, make him dead. Make him dead very fast. That's the stuff. Level 7 officer in there, too. Come on, get him before the overload. Oh, he got his shield back up. That's okay, he doesn't have much left. He's fried. Alright, alright, alright. And with that, we're just gonna rotate, get the Condor, get the Arrowhead, and then we're gonna go finish up the fleet. Like, they're basically cracked. They may not know it yet, but their time has come to an end. As their main anchors, the Legions, are dead. They can no longer hold a line. So we can make a line and wrap them up. Alright, and I think we're done with orders. Done on defense. We're just gonna issue captures, and we're gonna go chase. Very good. Come here, little Florencia. Down you go. Down you go. That's right. Okay, there's no good targets near my current Nirvana, so we're gonna swap over. So there are some things we can shoot here. There's a Mora we can go in on, and a Corsair? Corsica? No, Corsair. A mech here, which I think counts as a destroyer due to its size, which means we get the damage bonus, which is good. Now that Mora does have 2 Reaper pods, so we need to keep an eye on that and play kind of cautiously. Oh, being shot from up above. I don't know what's shooting me, but we're just going to turn and burn away. Oh, it's an Eagle. Yep, outrun those missiles. Very nice. Take the active vent now that we're out of range, and we'll just engage the next nearby thing. Centurion is running out of readiness. Where is he on the field, my poor little frigate friend? He had 420 peak performance time, so the Hummingbird is also going to be... Yeah, all of our frigates are probably going to need to retreat soon. So we'll just queue them to retreat, let that happen, and come in on this Enforcer. Yeah, there's the Reapers from the Mora. It's okay, we're not here for the Mora, we're here for everything else. Alright, back it up. The Mora we'll deal with last, because he's very durable. Or we'll deal with him first, because his allies have all backed off or died. Do a quick little vent, or a quick little burn drive forward. Oh, he overloaded. Nice, nice, okay. I thought we were going to have to play that a little more intelligently, but we didn't have to. Fighters everywhere. Okay, active vent. Looks like our other Nirvana is actually properly engaged again, so let's swap back over. This looks interesting. Pressuring a Grendel, dealing with an arrowhead. Yeah, we'll stick to the Grendel, just because he's the more obnoxious of the pairing. Throw a Sabo, throw another Sabo, mainly just to keep his head underwater, as it were, so he doesn't have a chance. Enemy fleet defeated. Very nice. Charge forward. So we're going to mash the full assault button, and we're going to mop up all of these ships for value, for experience, and because this is the last battle of the episode, so we might as well fight for all we're worth and get all of the worth out of the fight. Hello, little arrowhead. Sabo Sabo. No Reapers left, so we'll just stay in front of him and pressure him. Trade hits, that's fine. Alright. And that is it. Nice. 340k bounty? Correct. Oh, they retreated that Legion. Okay, we need to pursue them. Okay, I will take the auto-resolve just because I am pressed for IRL time. And consider ship recovery. Oh man, so much cool stuff. Do I need these ships? No. Are they there, and am I going to take them? Yes. Grendel, Legion, both of the cool mechas, Corsair and Watchdog, and an Eagle, because I know I don't have an Eagle in my collection. And you know what? Those are gremlins with no D-mods. We'll take those. Always need more gremlins that don't have D-mods. They tend to lose so quickly. And a Condor and a Lasher. Okay, scoop them up. And we are just going to mothball all of this and tow it home. Or I'll tow it home off screen because I'm kind of still very much out of time. Okay, throw that metal back. And we're level 14. We're almost max level. What do I take now, though? Because we have cybernetic augmentation, it would be super valuable just to take a few more personal combat skills, because it's going to add to our damage and our durability for both of our ships. So I think that's what we'll do. I don't think I need to deal more damage, so I'm going to take point defense, because we're not really doing very good at getting fighters away, even though I think all my point defense slots on the ship have something in them. Yeah, they do. So that's just been kind of a consistent problem I've been having. Alright, hazard mining is cooperative. They're the nearest port that we can go in and get repaired at, so we're going to head over there. I'm going to head over to Futski. Looks like the pirates did launch a vengeance fleet. Honestly, I'm going to save here, because I really should go. Okay, so stop moving. Okay, there we go. Put that fleet on hold. Alright everyone, so I am definitely out of time and have to get back to real life and the editing bits, so I will catch you all in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love hearing from you all in the comments, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye-bye for now.